I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came to her eye that she must madly dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort who Pyramus presented in their sport forsook his seat and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. Anon, his Thisbe must be answered, and so forth my mimic comes, like geese that the creeping fowler I or rusted painted jaws who many in sort, rising and cawing at guns retort, summer themselves and madly sweep the sky. When at his sight, away his fellows fly. And at our stamp here o'er and o'er one fall, he murder cries and help from Athens calls. Their senses thus weak, lost with fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns and apparel do snatch, some hats, some sleeves from yielders, all things catch. I lead them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This all's much better than I could demise, but hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes as I did bid thee do?
Oh, I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian maid by his side, so when she wakes, of course she must be eyed.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
That is the woman. Oh, but that is not the man.
What?
Why do you rebuke him that loves you thus, like breath so bitter on your bitter foe?
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain to me, Lysander in his sleep, in our shoes and blood, plunge in deep, and kill me too! The sun was not so true unto the day as he was to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon as whole earth may be born, and that the moon may through the center creep, and so displease her brother's noontides with the Antipodes. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and I should too, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. But you, the murderer, look as bright and fair as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What is this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Dog, outcur, thou hast drivest me past the mountain maiden's patience. Hast thou slain Lysander then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Who once tell true even for my sake. Didst thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed Lysander? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm an adder do so much? And adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misplaced mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me that he is well.
And what should I receive therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. So from thy hated prison depart I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. For sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, and for death that's bankrupt, sleep doth sorrow owe, which in some slight measure I will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of this misprison must perforce ensue some true love turn, but not an error turn true.
Then fate old rules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens, look thou Finn. Oh, fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer. Her sighs of love cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes, against she do appear.
I go, look how I go slipping in the air from Tiger's bow!
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archer eye, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When he awake, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant to see, Lord, what fools these mortals be?
The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one, that must needs be sport alone. These things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should these things in me seem scorn to you? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you'll nothing weigh. These vows to her and me, put into scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves Hermia, he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how bright and show thy lips, like kissing cherries, tempting grow. That pure congealed white high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow. When thou holdst up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and super praise my parts when I am sure that you do hate me with all your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sport would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. Of yours in Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste such idle breath.
Lysander, keep your Hermia, I'll have none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her had as guestwise sojourned, and now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, unless to thy death thou abide it dear. Look, your love comes. Yonder is your dear.
Oh, thou art not by mine eye, Lysander found. My ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay that love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more it gilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light? Why seekest thou me? Can this not make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be. Lo!
She is one of this confederacy? Now joined, all three, to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent to chide the hasty-footed time, oh, is it all forgot? And now will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What? Am I not so in grace as you, so hung up in love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, keep the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partially my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay gentle, Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent! Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst no more compel than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee by my life, I do. I swear by that which I would lose for thee. To prove him false, thou would say I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Oh, quick, come.
Lysander, where'd you tense all this?
Away, you imbecile!
Oh, no, he'll appear to break free. Come along as your would follow, but you're a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing! Let loose, or I will shake you from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love? Out, 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 thou loathed medicine! Oh, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, but I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, not harm her so.
What? Can you do me no greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as for now as I was erewhile, since the night you loved me, and since the night you left me. Why you left me, oh the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me. You juggler! You canker blossom, you thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine in faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet! Why so? That way goes the game. I now compare that she hath compared our statures. She hath urged her height and her personage, her tall personage. Her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and low? How low am I? Thou painted me, for how low am I? I am not so low that my nails can dig unto thine eyes.
I pray you that you mock me, gentlemen. Do not let her hurt me. I was never cursed. I have your gift in shrewishness. I am a right man for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower, hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so I am.
Get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid, she will not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flaunt me this? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass maid, you bead, you acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns her services. Leave her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if there ever does so little show of love, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I go with thee, cheek by jowl.
No, you, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for the fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away!
I am amazed to know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Oh.
And so far proves by blamelessness that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far I am glad it did so sore, because this there jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Take this herb, crush in Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath the virtuous proper tide, to take from thence all error of his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. Then when they wakest, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose death till date shall never end. Whilst I in these affairs do bid thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods find burial. Already to their wormy beds have gone, lest the day their shame should look upon. Willfully they exile themselves from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we're spirits of another sort, as I with morning's love have often made sport, but notwithstanding haste, make no delay. This business we may effect yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Art thou proud, Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Drawn and ready, villain. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou coward, thou runaway, art thou fled? In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, are you there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast. But faster did he fly, and fallen am I into dark, uneven way. And here will rest me. O come, thou gentle day, for if but once thy show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius, and revenge this spite.
Abide me if thou darest. Thou goest before me, shifting place to place, never standing still or show your face. Art thou there?
Come hither. Here I am.
Ugh. Nay, thou seemst to mock me. Thou shalt abide this if ever I thy face by daylight see. But now, faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours! Shine comforts from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detests. And sleep, which sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yea, but three. Come one more. Two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad. Never so in weary, never so in woe, but dabbled with the dew and torn with the briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till break of day. Heaven shield thy sander if they mean a fray. On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb shall be known, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, and naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all will be well. Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy. Stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Oh, where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Oh, good Miss Peas Blossom. Scratch my head. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Ah, Monsieur Cobweb. Take your weapons in your hands and kill me a red-hipped humblebee. On top of it is... And good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much with the action, but good Monsieur, take care that the honey bag break not. I'll be loath to have you overflown with the honey bag, Signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Right, give me your leaf. Leave your courtesy.
What is your will?
Nothing. But to help with a Calvary cobweb to scratch. Methinks I should to the barber. Marvelous hairy about the face. Such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear for music. Let's hear the tongues and the bones.
Or send, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Oh, I could bottle for a bottle of hay. Sweet hay. Good hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek out the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts. A dewdrop, come here.
I'd rather a handful or two of dried peas. But pray, let not let your people stir me. I have great exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Oh, her dotage I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, and when at my pleasure taunted her, when she, in mild terms, begged my patience, I then asked her changeling child, which straight she gave me in very scent to bear him to my bower and finish. Now I, having the changeling boy, will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes and gentle puck. Take the transformed scalp from off the Athenian swain. But first, let me awake my fairy queen. Seest thou was wont to see, beest thou was wont to be, Dian's bud or Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Come, my queen, wake you now, my Titania.
My Oberon! What visions I have seen! Methought I was enamored of an ass!
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now!
Silence a while, good Robin. Take the head from this Athenian swain, gentle.
When thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duclesius' house triumphantly, and bless it all with fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of lovers be, to be wedded with Duclesius, all in jollity.
Very king, attend and mark, for I do hear the morning lark.
Well then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after tonight's shade. We encompass the globe swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight thou canst tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester. For now our observation is performed, and since we are the Vayward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley. Let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find out the forest. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds in echo and conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed to all but a mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
This is my child, here asleep. And this is Lysander. And this Demetrius is. And this Helena. Osnadar's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and in hearing our intent came here and grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, I bid you wake them all at once. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodribs with a couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? That hatred is so far from jealousy. To sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I speak amazedly. As of yet, I swear I truly cannot say how I came here. But as I think, and truly what I speak, I now do bethink me so it is I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, so that we
Enough!
without...
Enough! My lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. My consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealthy purpose under this wood, and I, in fury following them, she fancy following me. But, my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love for Hermia melted as the snow. It seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my youth I did dote upon. But now, my love, the pleasure and reflection of my eye, is only Helena. And as in sickness I did loathe this food, but now in health I return to my natural taste, and now I do love it, wish it, long for it. I will be forever faithful to it.
Lovers, You are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by these couples shall eternally be knit. And since the morning is something more, and our proposed hunting motion shall be set aside, away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Oh, these things seem small and inconceivable, like far-off mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are we awake? Perhaps we still sleep, we dream. Did not the Duke bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
He did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Come, let us to the temple. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I'll answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho! Master Quince! Flute the bellows mender! Robin snuggling! That's my life, stored hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. I thought I was. There is no man can tell what I thought I was. I thought I had. Man's but a patch fool if he'll offer up to think what me thought I had. No eye hath not heard, man's ear hath not seen, man's hand cannot taste, nor his tongue conceive, or his heart report what dream it was. I shall get back to Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, for the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you been to Bottom's house yet? Is he come home?
No one has heard of him. Out of doubt he is transported. And if he come not, the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not one man in all of Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he simply hath the best wit of any handicraft man in all of Athens.
And a very good person, too. He's the very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless it, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke has arrived from the temple, and with him 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had been gone forward, we'd have been made rich!
Sweet bully Bottom. He hath lost 6 pence a day in playing Pyramus. He could not escape 6 pence a day. And the Duke would have paid him 6 pence a day in playing Pyramus, or I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
What? A most courageous day, a most happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not, for if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
And not a wit of it. All I will say is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, new strings to your beards, fresh ribbons to your pumps. Let every man look o'er his part. For the short and the long of it is, our play is preferred! In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not them that play the lion pare their nails. They shall stick out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions or garlic, for we are to utter a sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy! Enough words. Away. Go away.
That these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I may never believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that I find more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it but apprehends some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or, in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, seems more witnessed than
is full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances have we to wear away at this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What masks, what music? How shall we beguile a lazy time with now some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We'll none of that. That I have told my love and glory my kinsman Hercules. The rise of the tipsy Bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The thrice three muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting for a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall I find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. Of more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed folk that work in Athens here, that never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when duty and simpleness tender it. Go, bring them in.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
She says they can do nothing of this kind.
The kind are we to thank them for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. And what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, and least speak most in my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
If we offend, it is with goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true meaning of our end. Consider then, we come not in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you our true intent is. All for your delight we are not here. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
They hath read the prologue like a rough colt. They know not the stop.
A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, they have played on their prologue like a child on a recorder. Sound, but not for government.
Their speech is like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wander on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus. One you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This one, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did the lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to boo. This grisly beast, one lion height by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which line with vile and bloody mouth did stain. Along comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in the mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let wall, moonshine lion, and lovers twain, for at discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion get to speak.
Oh, no wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
Ha 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 ha.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Quince by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that it had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which our lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did often whisper very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am the same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny right and sinister, through which the lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyme and Hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discoursed, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh night, which hue so black. Oh night, whatever art when day is not. Oh night, alack, alack, alack. Fear thy Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou, wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, that stands between Sir Father's ground and mine. Oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink that I may blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, drove shield here. What see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, I tell you, deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see. It shall fall pat as I have told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, oft as I heard my moans for separating my fair Pyramus and he, my cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Stones with lime and hair knitted up in thee.
Now will I to the chink. I spy a voice. To speed my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
What, my love? Thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt, I am my lover's grace. Like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me kill.
Not Shapulus to Procus was so true.
As Shapulus to Procus, I to you.
Wilt thou kiss me through the hole of this vile wall?
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou meet me to Midney's tomb straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, doth wall away, doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them.
Must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that crawls on the floor, may perchance to quake and tremble here when lion in wild rage doth roar. Then know that I, Robin Snuggly, am lion fell nor lion's dam. For should if I come, a lion come and strive into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of a good conscience.
Best on a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
The lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for their discretion.
Not so, my lord, for their valor cannot carry their discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
Their discretion, I am sure, carries not their valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Leave it to their discretion. Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
They
should have put the horns on his head.
They are no crescent, and their horns are invisible within their circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horn and moon present. I myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
Well, this is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
Oh, they dare not go in there, for you see the candle, it's already in snuff.
I'm weary of this moon. Would they would change?
It appears by their small act of discretion they are in the wane, but yet, in courtesy and all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon. All I have to say. This lanthorn is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog's my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. Oh, but silence. Here comes Thisbe.
This be old Ninny's tomb, but where is my love?
Roar!
Ah, well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well, surely the moon shines with her rays.
Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished?
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy glittering beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining so bright. For by thy glittering, gracious golden gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be, O dainty duck, O dear? Thy mantle good, what stained with blood? Oh, approach, ye furies fell! Oh, fate, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, quash, conclude and quell.
The passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Shrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame? Since thy lion hath here deflowered, my dear, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out sword and wound, that pap of Pyramus, aye, that left pap where heart doth hop. Now I die, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light, moon, take thy flight. Now die,
No die, but an S for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before this comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes. Her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brave.
A mote will turn the balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means videlicet.
Awake, my love. What, dead, my dove? Arise, great Pyramus. Speak, speak. Quite dumb. Dead? Dead! Oh, a tomb over thy eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come with hands as pale as milk and lay them in the gore, for I have shorn with shears his silken thread. Tongue, say not a word. Come, trusty sword, come, blade my breast in brew. And farewell, friends. Thus this be ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I and Wall too.
I assure you, sir, the wall is found that parted their fathers. Would it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a barrel-mass dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse, never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Mary, if he Riddick had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly and very notably discharged. But come, your Bergamask, let your epilogue alone. Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, the way we this night have long overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight we hold this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Through the house in glimmering lights, by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite, hop as light as bird on briar, and this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through the house each fairy stray, to the best bright bed will we, shall by us it blessed be. Then issue there shall create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three, ever true and loving be.
With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed, through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all be mended, that you have just slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend. As I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call, so good night unto you all. Give us your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.